Let's do this again. That wasn't difficult. Your praise is appreciated. Let's do this again. Let's do this again.
I got it? Nice! I knew I could get it. Aw, thanks, Professor. That's really nice of you to say. I got it? Nice! I knew I could get it. Feeling pretty good about this.
Aha! Maybe I've grown. I managed to get it. I'll try to put this to use. Oh, I'll get the next one too. I managed to get it. I managed to get it. My efforts bear fruit at last. I could do as much in my sleep.
Teacher.
Finally, I notched a win against you. True, it was a narrow victory. When we spar, I feel like I'm revisiting my past. It's like training with my brother. He always won, always, and died before I could win a single bout. From the first time I held a sword, all I wanted was to surpass him. And that's what drove me to become so strong. Perhaps it's absurd to say such a thing, but I've spent all these years training for a duel with a corpse. Perhaps not. I can never again spar with my brother, not unless he climbs out of his grave. Still, I continue my endless pursuit of strength. Maybe because I have a new opponent to measure myself against. You, obviously. I beat you this time, but when we next cross swords, who knows what might happen. It was a close match, not a crushing victory. I know that I can do better. I will surpass you in strength, and then I'll become stronger still. And then, when this war is over, I won't have as many chances to swing my sword. I can hardly imagine that. Anyway, thank you for helping me find an answer to the question you asked all those years ago.
Professor, we finished up quickly this time. I think we've got some decent results.
Right. If we can maintain the same pace next time, well, it'll probably still be unpleasant.
Another gain from mortal risk. Can I use this off the battlefield?
One step before the next step. All that work was worth it.
It's all instinct now.
Mastery is within my grasp! Thank you so much.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
I knew you'd come through.
Professor!
Okay.
It's, really tasty.
Yeah. Please, help yourself.
Having a meal like this reminds me of the old days, eating alongside the rest of the opera company.
So true. I really miss those days. Oh, sorry, Professor. I didn't mean to leave you out of the conversation.
Your table manners are the one truly adult aspect about you, Cyril.
Just one, huh? I hope I can get more aspects real soon.
That looks appetizing.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
Eating food always fires me up. Hoorah! Let's go fight somebody!
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
Singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along with it.
I'm not good, but I'm loud. You might want to run for cover.
Huh? Annie, do you have a moment?
Is this about what happened when we were shopping? If so, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Not so fast. I haven't properly apologized yet. So, I'm sorry. I got scared. Imagine if something bad happened to you because of me.
Mercy.
You would have just run away if you were on your own, wouldn't you? Instead, you acted defensively because I was there. I dragged you down.
Mercy, you're upsetting me! How dare you say that you dragged me down? You know why I was acting so recklessly? Because I wanted to protect my best friend in the whole world.
Annie.
Do you remember when we first enrolled at the academy? It seemed like everyone was leagues ahead of us and so far out of reach. I felt completely hopeless. But because you were there, I didn't lose hope. So, don't say stupid things about how you dragged me down or how you don't deserve things.
Thank you for saying that. And again, I'm sorry. You're just so important to me. I know I could never find another friend like you. You've stayed by my side through thick and thin. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if anything happened to you because of me.
Mercy, can we be friends again?
Of course, Annie. Friends forever.
Good. I don't know what I would if we hadn't found a way to make up.
I'm sorry. I should have said something sooner.
No, I'm the one who should have stopped being so stubborn and said something. You know, now that everything's as it should be, I'm suddenly starving.
That's just like you. Come, let's go for tea.
Ooh, let's! And we should have some Mercy-baked sweets on the side. I think I love you more than just about anything in the world.
You do? Oh, Annie, you're too sweet.
Not as sweet as your baking. I love your baking more than anything in the world, too. Other than you.
Well, I'm always happy to bake for you, Annie.
I'm so happy to have you back. Everything went pretty well today. I got it? Good.
I'm a quick study.
You're quite the motivator, Professor. Everything went pretty well today.
Wow, I seem to be on a roll. I thought this was a test. All right, that's enough praise. Hey, that was useful. Wow, I seem to be on a roll.
Thank you, Professor. I couldn't have done it without you. I'm sure I'll get it again next time. Now I feel like I'm getting somewhere. Yes, very good. Yes, very good.
Thanks for your time. All that work was worth it. Thanks for your time.
That wasn't difficult. Your praise is appreciated. That wasn't difficult. Technique never betrays.
I feel like I've grown a bunch. I could have kept going.
You're so good at teaching that you make me jealous. I always was a quick study. Let's do this again sometime, Professor.
Professor.
Do you have a moment, Professor? I need to speak with you. Thank you so much. This is what I wanted to address. This letter from my adoptive father just arrived. Oh, have I not mentioned him? He's the reason I first came to the Officers' Academy. He's also the one who dragged me from the church where I was living, just so he could use my crest. My crest does not yet belong to a house, so he plans to use it as leverage to marry into the nobility. He's a very greedy man who was a roving merchant before adopting me, but now he's in the capital. This letter says that he's finally arranged to marry me off to a wealthy noble. I know he's just thinking of himself, but can't he see that this isn't a priority when we're at war? I suppose it's possible. He may be worried about carrying on his bloodline, but... I don't know what to do about this proposal. I can't see any way around it, so I fear that I must. I just don't want to let go of the life that I've made for myself. I know it's not what my heart wants, but I don't have the strength to say no. I believe I've mentioned this before, but I want to work in service of the church. Well, I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to be the church, but I want to help those in need. If I were to marry a noble, I think it would be difficult to realize that dream. It's just, I've always allowed myself to follow the whims of those above me. I convinced myself that everything in life was at the will of the goddess. I was blind to reality. I believed it was her will to both pull me from the church and guide me to the officers' academy. The decision to enter this war was the first time I acted of my own free will. My adoptive father opposed this decision, but I somehow managed to convince him. Still, I couldn't free myself of him completely. This letter is proof of that. It's not that I'm scared of him, but there is something that worries me. I knew you'd understand, Professor. I've sat down to write a reply several times, but I can't muster up the courage or the words. I was hoping you could provide me with the encouragement I need. That's a very good point. We're only given one life, so we must do all we can to pursue our happiness. Okay. I think that may have been just the push I was looking for. I'll tell him the truth, that I found a life worth pursuing, and I must decline the proposal. Maybe I should tell him I've fallen for someone else. Why, it's you, Professor. Isn't that obvious? I'm just teasing. Now I'm off to write this letter and stand my ground. Thank you for your encouragement. I'm feeling great today, Annie. Let's get to it.
Leave it to me. With the two of us together, we'll get it done in a snap.
I hope you're right. Let's get this over with so we can have a cup of tea. How's that, Professor? Isn't it just perfect?
Look how easy it is when Mercy and I put our backs into it.
Interesting.
Perseverance is the key.
Feeling pretty good about this.
I've come too far to stop now.
Professor!
love this stuff. Did you know that?
This is my most favorite dish of all. I love it almost as much as Crestology itself.
Having a meal like this reminds me of the old days, eating alongside the rest of the opera company.
So true. I really miss those days. Oh, sorry, Professor. I didn't mean to leave you out of the conversation.
Your table manners are the one truly adult aspect about you, Cyril.
Just one, huh? I hope I can get more aspects real soon.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Lo! Get it? Lo!
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
Huh?
Your attention, everyone. The Knights of Seiros and our most trusted allies have gathered. We have rallied our troops for the purpose of stopping the Adrestian Empire's efforts to rule all. We have prepared a new flag to fight under. Much like the Professor, it bears the crest of flames. I hope everyone finds this suitable. Beneath this flag, we will bring back peace to the great land of Fodlan.
Professor, I am not sure I understand. Why is the Empire intent on making me of the Church? Quite perplexing. If the Church disappears from Fodlan, I wonder if the Empire thinks that it will benefit them in some way. In truth, I feel that it will only confuse the people.
I have no idea what Edelgard was thinking or how she arrived at the decision to raise an army. However, I do have some small insight as to what she is after. She is attempting to destroy the existing social order. That is why the Church of Seiros is first on her list of institutions that must be destroyed. It may very well be her goal to rebuild Fodlan from the ground up.
I see. But that is only Edelgard's desire, is it not? I cannot imagine that the people of Fodlan would want that for themselves. She may have high ideals, but she certainly lacks any compunction about throwing the world and its people into an awful war. It just seems so illogical.
You have a point, Flame. I do not believe the people will ever understand her aim. So long as she makes the people suffer, our Knights of Seiros will fight on and strive to protect them. If we do not defeat Edelgard and retake control of this world, Fodlan's future shall be as dark as night.
Thank you, dear brother. I finally feel I understand what is going on.
I am always happy to answer your questions, Flame. Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Well, actually, I have a question for the professor. My brother mentioned that you slumbered for 5 years. Where was it that you slept? The bottom of a valley? In the water? That certainly sounds frigid. I would never choose such a place myself. I am surprised you did not fall ill.
Pardon the intrusion, but we must prepare a counterattack, now! It seems the Imperial Army found out about us entering the monastery.
That is sooner than expected. They must have been spying on us.
I wonder if we can win on our own.
There aren't many of them. It looks like we'll just be facing the ones who were stationed nearby.
Did they move on us too soon? Perhaps if we fight by using the land to our advantage... Of course, if we are careful, we will not lose. Never again will those Imperial scoundrels disgrace Garreg Mach with their presence. Onward, Professor!
Though preparations are still being made to raise troops for the Resistance Army at Garreg Mach, the Imperial Army is already one step ahead. Anticipating the Resistance Army's actions, General Randolph and the Imperial Vanguard, under his command, begin their advance toward Garreg Mach to reclaim the monastery.
The Knights of Seros are a powerful enemy, but we have more soldiers. We'll take them down all at once.
Clever tactics are our only hope here. We will use fire to deal with the main enemy force.
Report. The enemy has entered the periphery of Garreg Mach.
If we allow them to take the interior, the monastery will be lost. We must drive them back.
I'll crush them all. Repent from the grave! I won't hold back.
I knew you could. What's my strategy?
Let's clean up. Going for the kill. Feels good to fight for a cause.
Truly impressive.
Let's go.
Put me in there.
Ready and able.
Onward!
There's no stopping me.
Guide me well.
My turn?
What? That strange battle flag is... But isn't our enemy the Church of Seros?
They didn't have enough soldiers with just the church, so they upped their numbers by joining with those filthy rogues. It doesn't matter what flag they fly. They're nothing more than a mob. We'll destroy them all!
You earned this! I have made my peace.
Another victory.
I know a good deal when I see it.
Our troops are preparing the attack. Protect them until they reach their destination.
That's what you get.
The roar of battle.
If I must! Child's play.
I could learn a thing or two. I'll dirty my hands if I must.
That is all.
I must stay the course. More! Good.
never back down.
Predictable.
Won't allow it. Watch and learn. All is going to plan. There is still room for improvement.
Not so fast!
Here is something to believe in! I must lead them well. All is going to plan.
Going for the kill. Thinning their numbers. Great job!
I have made my peace.
I cannot lose!
bit disappointing.
I won't forget this.
Missed. Going for the kill. Stay down. Strength is all for a mercenary.
All is prepared. Now we just need to draw the enemy's attention. Traitors! Repent of your sins, and the goddess may yet show you mercy.
Quiet! Don't think you'll get away with mocking me. Attack! Make sure they never speak again!
Now, begin! Fire! It burns! Save me!
A fire attack! The damage is too great. We can't fight anymore. All units retreat! I'll take on our pursuers. Carry away the injured soldiers!
Press the attack! Give them no quarter!
Only a wound. You left me no alternative. This wouldn't have happened in my youth.
I cannot lose!
I've gotten stronger.
Judgment is passed!
That is all. You're making me look bad. Might makes right.
Fighting is what I do. Thinning their numbers.
Taking life doesn't faze me. Strength and beauty. What a pair.
You're in my sight! Ignorance is deadly.
Ah, perfection.
You're in my way! Yeah! Oh! Her enemies are my enemies.
Don't let it go to your head.
Going for the kill. Stay down.
Splendid attack.
Another victory.
Can't pull back yet.
Ha!
Just a hindrance.
Lament your weakness.
A total loss. But we can't just return home like this.
Watch out, Professor! They're coming for you!
No way I can lose here. Seems I've improved again.
My turn?
never back down. I fight for one reason and one alone. Feels good to fight for a cause. Not what I was hoping for.
Put me in there. You must be Randolph, my uncle.
Caspar? Yes, indeed. So I see you have chosen to oppose the Empire. If so, be warned that I won't hesitate. I'll strike you down even if we're of the same house.
You took the words right out of my mouth. This better work.
For my house, for justice, I will not be defeated! Mother, please, I'm so...
There is still room for improvement.
I know a good deal when I see it.
We face a powerful enemy today, but Garreg Mach will remain secure. We drove back the Imperial Army. The real fight has only just begun.
I never thought I'd be fighting Randolph. I guess it can't be helped, seeing as how I've left my own territory and all. But what will I do if my father or brother get involved? I really don't want to face them.
Too true, Professor. So long as the Empire is our enemy, we cannot avoid fighting those we are acquainted with. Though I suppose I have it easier, since my house is no longer on the Empire's side.
My friends from the opera said they would leave the capital and go west. So at least I won't be seeing them in battle.
I don't think I care if my own house falls. Let's make it a grand fight. After a grand nap, of course.
It does not give me happiness to have the people of Bridget involved. But it is not the time to be thinking of that. If it is a possibility, I will be having their strength.
I don't mind at all, really. I have no friends anyway, and my father hasn't done much to make me care for him. Not that he'd ever step on a battlefield anyway. Oh, but I do wonder how Mother is doing.
Each of our situations is unique. What we share is companionship, and the will to fight as one. Professor, you are the heart of our efforts. We will support you as best we can. I have a proposal. It would be most difficult to fight the Imperial Army with the forces we have now. As such, I believe we should send messengers to whatever lords we can trust in the Kingdom and the Alliance, so that we may gain their support. Do you agree? It is heartening to hear you say that. If all we do is bide our time, our enemy's main army will come down upon us like a hammer from above.
Who are you planning to ask? Sadly, House Karen is out. We can trust them, but they have no help to offer.
How about House Daphne of the Alliance? Their leader is sure to at least respond.
Judith, the hero of Daphne. Yes, that is a fine suggestion. That territory is on the border of the Kingdom and the Alliance. It has not yet been claimed by the fires of war. If they agree to lend us their troops, our forces will be greatly strengthened. We shall send along a secret messenger at once.